You will talk to an and I'm will play in your face and your face over and over and over and over and over again, and she'll be like, watch what I'm about to do, watch what I'm about to say. And it's sad that I like to, really like to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time, when I'm not the most confident. He likes to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl. And I've really been sparing you. I've really been sparing you. You've been feeling yourself, nigga, because of your album and shit. And you really been doing me dirty after years that I'm up yet. None of the thank you that I got for your. I'm so crazy that I gotta go fucking internet because when I tell you something, you don't take it seriously. You're so out of it.
It all started with a single post from Offset. No dramatic caption, no obvious declaration, just a moment captured and shared. But in the hyper-alert ecosystem of celebrity culture, even a subtle shift can spark a wildfire. The post felt guarded to some viewers, almost coded, and standing beside him were family members whose presence, intentional or not, ignited 1,000 interpretations. Within minutes, timelines were flooded with theories. Fans debated in comment sections like digital detectives, replaying the clip over and over, convinced there was something deeper hidden beneath the surface. At the center of the storm stood Cardi B, watching as her name, her marriage, and her family were pulled into a viral spiral. What may have been an ordinary moment offline transformed online into a full-scale narrative. The internet didn't wait for context. It rarely does. Instead, it constructed one. Questions multiplied by the second. Was there tension? Was this strategic? Was Offset sending a message? And perhaps most persistently, how would Cardi respond? Speculation travels faster than truth, especially when fame magnifies every movement. Before long, the original clip wasn't even the focus anymore. It had evolved into something else entirely. A symbolic moment people were reshaping to fit their own theories. Screenshots circulated. Old interviews resurfaced. Body language experts emerged from timelines. Fans stitched together past clips and recent footage, as though assembling a puzzle whose picture they had already decided upon. And then there was silence. For hours, Cardi said nothing publicly. That silence, in today's digital courtroom, felt deafening. Every Instagram story was scrutinized. A casual selfie became an alleged coded message. A song lyric posted in passing was interpreted as a response. Social media users projected emotion onto her stillness, assuming heartbreak, anger, indifference, anything but patience. But silence can also be strategy. When family becomes part of an online narrative, the stakes escalate. The rumors weren't just about a relationship dynamic anymore. They hinted at deeper implications: trust, loyalty, awareness. Allegations suggested involvement or complicity, ideas that cut deeper than surface-level gossip. And when the internet drags family into its speculation machine, there's no easy-off switch. Meanwhile, memes were born. Some playful, some biting. TikTok edits layered suspenseful music under slowed-down glances. Commentators analyzed micro-expressions frame by frame. It felt cinematic, dramatic, almost scripted. But this wasn't fiction. It was real people navigating real emotion under relentless scrutiny. When Cardi finally spoke, the tone surprised many. There were no explosive live streams, no emotional breakdowns, no performative grand gestures. Instead, her response was measured, calm, deliberate. There was an unmistakable firmness beneath her composure, a reminder that while she thrives in boldness as an artist, she understands the weight of precision when protecting her personal life. She addressed what she felt necessary to clarify and left the rest untouched. She set boundaries without belittling anyone. She corrected narratives without sounding defensive. That restraint in a culture addicted to spectacle was powerful. Some fans applauded her emotional intelligence. Others demanded more direct answers. But across platforms, one sentiment emerged. She wasn't spiraling. She was steering. That distinction mattered. Offset, for his part, remained largely quiet. His silence was interpreted in multiple ways. Was he avoiding escalation? Was he protecting his family privately? Or was he allowing the storm to exhaust itself naturally? In celebrity dynamics, even quietness becomes communicative. Every appearance, every subtle facial expression and subsequent outings became subject to analysis. Adding another layer to the unfolding narrative was the presence of Claressa Shields, whose name had been loosely pulled into discussions by online theorists. Though her public posts remained focused on her career, accomplishments, and confident self-presentation, they were inevitably viewed through the lens of the rumor. Neutral content became loaded with perceived subtext. A celebratory photo was interpreted as defiance. A motivational quote was reframed as commentary. The internet, once locked into a storyline, rarely views new information neutrally. As days passed, the emotional landscape grew more complex. This wasn't simply gossip anymore. It was about optics, about loyalty, about how public figures manage deeply personal matters under the gaze of millions. Celebrity relationships, particularly in hip-hop culture, operate on layered levels. They are personal but also symbolic. Fans invest not only in individuals, but in the narrative of love, resilience, and power those individuals represent. When that narrative appears threatened, audiences feel destabilized. It's not just their favorite artist at stake. It's the story they believed in this case. The involvement of family amplified everything. Family implies permanence, protection, and priority. So when rumors intersect with that space, speculation intensifies. Cardi's response reflected an acute awareness of this reality. She didn't overshare. She didn't retaliate. Instead, she reclaimed authority over her narrative. Each word felt intentional, each pause purposeful. She communicated strength without sacrificing vulnerability. She maintained authenticity without surrendering privacy. That balance became its own headline. Commentary channels dissected not only what she said, but how she said it. Experts analyzed tone. Fans debated posture and pacing. The conversation evolved beyond the alleged incident itself. It became about crisis management, about public relations mastery, about emotional control in a culture designed to provoke reaction. Meanwhile, digital sleuths continued constructing elaborate timelines. They connected unrelated clips. They referenced years-old interviews. They treated deleted posts as smoking guns. The story fed itself, looping endlessly through reposts and reactions. But beneath the spectacle was something deeply human. Imagine navigating relationship speculation while knowing millions are forming opinions in real time. Imagine protecting family members from narratives they never asked to be part of. Imagine choosing composure when outrage might generate more immediate applause. That's the dimension often overlooked in viral storms, the private processing happening off camera. As the frenzy gradually slowed, the tone of online discussion shifted. Instead of asking what happened, more people began asking, how did she handle it so well? The focus moved from rumor to resilience, from accusation to strategy. Offset's continued discretion reinforced that shift. Whether intentional or instinctive, his refusal to inflame the situation contributed to its eventual cooling. Silence, when aligned, can diffuse rather than detonate. Claressa continued posting victories, training clips, and confident affirmations, her identity rooted in athletic excellence rather than internet noise. Yet the narrative lingered in comment sections, a reminder that once names intertwine in viral discourse, detangling them is rarely immediate. Ultimately, what unfolded wasn't just a celebrity rumor cycle. It was a case study in modern perception. In today's social media ecosystem, moments are rarely consumed as they are. They are filtered through bias, expectation, and collective imagination. A glance becomes a statement. A pause becomes a confession. Cardi's approach demonstrated something powerful. Measured response can be louder than chaos. In resisting escalation, she avoided feeding the algorithm's appetite for drama. She protected her emotional space while acknowledging public curiosity just enough to redirect it. That restraint requires confidence. The story remains open-ended because the individuals at its center have chosen to keep parts of it private. That choice in itself challenges the audience.